What up? Jeff here with all my Bitcoin renegades. And I just wanted to talk to you guys today, first off, about the referral that I have for the Coinbase. Here is the actual Coinbase earning setup right here. Remember, I told you just for watching videos, you can earn a certain amount of money. Well, it's $28 right now. And you can just go in here, you create the account, you put your first, your last, your email, choose a password, where you're at, boom, that, and then you'll go and you'll download the Coinbase app from either the Google Play Store, the Play Store on Google, or for Android, or if you have an iPhone, then you'll go on the Apple Store and you'll download the Coinbase app. You can do it all on Coinbase.com. If you only have your computer, you can just do it off here. And I'm not sure if you download the app on the computer, you might have to have your phone. I'm not 100% sure about that. It looks like you can just create it right here. So if you can, I will probably make this known in the future after I figure that out a little bit more. If you can, just do it all from your computer. I think you can, and then go on your phone, and then you'll have to basically sign in through a new device. So it'll make you verify your email and probably your phone number. So that'll be a pain in the butt. So I'd recommend just doing it on your phone. Then you can just basically use the link in the description below, and then on your phone, then it will take you to this screen on your phone. This thing right here, creating an account, and then you put your first, your last name, email, boom, the same, and then download it, like I said, on the Google Play or the Apple Store, and then I would use the link one more time just to make sure you get credit for it, and I do, but you don't have to do that. That's an extra step that you don't have to do, but I would do just to make sure that you get credit for, if you're spending $100, you get credit for that $10 bonus, and also to be able to get on the wait list or off the wait list faster. Make sure that you use my link, because if you aren't using my link, they're definitely going to waitlist you and you won't be able to earn this $28 in free crypto right here just for watching these videos. This one, you earn $3 in Polygon, you earn $3 in AMP, you earn $3 in the Graph, Dirty Gertie, you earn $10 in Stellar Lumens, and you earn $9 in Compound. If you view more, it'll take you to a different place. It's not showing the Compound right now, but you do get Compound as well, because this is only 10, 13, 16, 19, and then the $9 Compound is 28. So that's what that is. And the cool thing is, yeah, they do want you to use their app and stuff, but these aren't conditional money. Like, you don't have to trade to get these. This is free money from Coinbase to say thank you for downloading the app, and hopefully you will do future business with them, which you will earn a lot more rewards if you do. Once you verify KYC, well, you'll have to verify KYC even to get here first, but you get another $5 bonus without watching videos or anything after you just verify your identity, and then it will take you into that. So, but I wanted to get in here to some news today. I just saw this and I thought you guys would want to see that, especially this is only good for people in the United States and maybe certain other countries that I don't know, like the United Kingdom. I don't know. If you guys are in a country and you can do Coinbase, let me know. We can actually look that up real quick. I'd like to know that, so I don't keep saying that in the videos. Which countries allow Coinbase? Oh, whoops. Okay. Cryptocurrency conversion services are currently available to customers in Australia, Canada, Singapore, the United States, the United Kingdom, and the following European countries: Andorra, Belgium, and Bulgaria. So, but let's go down here. I want to give you all the information that I can on this. 42 different countries. So that's way better news. I thought it was only the United States, so I'm really happy about that. So if you guys are from any of the 42 countries, you can just earn this money quickly. Like anyone I've told in my life, just earn 30 bucks real quick, boom, just for watching a couple videos. And it's the only free money I've ever found on the internet. Anybody else that I've tried, it's always, oh, you have to deposit this and you have to do that and you have this isn't that. You can just watch the videos and make 28 bucks, and then once you verify your identity, you get another $5. That money can be withdrawn to your bank account if you want. If you don't want to do the $100 deposit to get 10 more bucks after that, you don't have to. You can just withdraw the money to your bank account. That's not what I did. I actually got really interested in crypto. I'm like their perfect customer. Fell in love with crypto, but then it made me a ton of money. So if you want to get into crypto, you want to make a ton of money, which probably you do because you're watching my videos, then this is free money right here. There's no limit. Like Bybit, the reason I don't mess around with Bybit anymore a lot, because one, the withdrawal fee is insane. So once you make profit, if you're only like making a $30-$40 profit, you lose all that in the withdrawal fee. I mean, Coinbase withdrawals, like I just sent somebody $10 worth of Bitcoin for the contest. It literally cost me like 80 cents to send that $10. If I tried to do that from Bybit, it would have cost me like $50 to send that 10 bucks. That's all I'm saying. Like, those people who promote Bybit, I'm not hating on nobody. I don't hate. That's not the kind of person that I am. I don't hate on people. I will hate on systems, and if people treat other people wrong, I will hate on that, and I will stick up for what's right. But what I'm saying is I won't hate on people's business and their beliefs and stuff. That's what I'm saying. So but yeah, 42 countries support this, which that's amazing. Latin America, Southeast Asia. So anybody who can, use Coinbase, they can use my link. They can earn 28 free dollars in crypto just for watching these videos. $3, $3, $3, $10, and $9. I don't get anything if you do this. So this isn't, this is just helping you out. And then maybe you'll decide to buy $100 worth of crypto by using my link, and that'll help you get these videos faster. And then you can get $10 in free Bitcoin for doing that as well. And it helps us both out. You end up making like about $45, $48 free, and I get $10 in free Bitcoin too. So that just depends on how much you want to do, how much you're into crypto, how much you like money, and Coinbase gives you basically a lot of it for free. And their withdrawal fees are so minuscule because they do it in a cool way, and they don't like just overcharge you. Like Voyager charges $25 to withdraw Bitcoin, and it doesn't cost them that much. So what Coinbase does is they group a bunch of transactions together, and they charge basically each one of us maybe a couple bucks, depending, like $2, say, and they get like about 50 to 100 people and send them all at once. So $2, bam, that pays all of the fee right there. And they don't charge you anything extra that I know of for the fee because it's so low. If they do, they're making hardly nothing, but not like Voyager. 25 bucks, come on. The only way you can withdraw from Voyager is if you do the $100 deposit. They do give you 25 bucks, which covers the fee. But I told you in my other video how to actually still get money from that $25 fee, and I'll tell you again. Trade your Bitcoin to Dash. Dash only has a 0.02 withdrawal fee, which is $3 instead of 25 for the Bitcoin. Then once you get your Bitcoin to Coinbase or wherever else you send it, and Coinbase is cheap for trades too. They're cheaper than anywhere else, even Garda. It costs hardly anything, a few bucks. So you're going to do another few bucks for Dash to turn back to Bitcoin, which would be about $6. So instead of spending $25 to withdraw, you just spent $6. And Coinbase is so cheap. That's why I like them. They don't overcharge you with withdrawal fees. I don't see how they think us little guys can do anything on these apps when you charge us such outrageous fees. Now, people that are sending $100 million or, even $1 million, a $25 fee is nothing to these guys. So it's basically targeted, for the bigger transactions, but kind of screws up us little guys being able to withdraw, because $25, that's a big withdrawal fee when it's only costing them like $2-3 for us. They're putting they're doing the same thing Coinbase does. They group 100 people together, but instead of you know, giving us the money back for, them grouping it together, they charge us $25 a piece. And imagine $100 or 100 people, $25 a piece, and it only costs them $1 a piece, to send it. So they're making $24 a piece off of every, or let's even say two, they're making 23. Let's even say three, they're making $22 per transaction, 100 people. That's $2,200 they just made off of one single transaction sent. And Coinbase doesn't do that to you. I don't work for Coinbase. They're not paying me to do this. I'm telling you because I use them and they don't charge a whole lot. And Coinbase Pro, if you don't like paying a lot of fees for buying your Bitcoin, then Coinbase Pro has even cheaper fees. I mean, it's just the best. Why do you think MicroStrategy uses Coinbase Pro? Come on. Do you think he's going to use Voyager or Bybit? Have you ever heard Michael Saylor say, go over to Bybit? He's not going to. Let's just say that. But I'm not going to rant about that because I really like Coinbase because it cares about its customers. It saves us money. It's for the little guy, dude. Coinbase Pro is probably for the bigger guy, but Coinbase, it does have its fees for buying crypto, but it gives back a lot. So, and new videos come up all the time. I'll probably earn 70, $80 off of here, so anyway, let's get to the news because there is good news today. Or bad news, depending on how you want to look at it. There is some good and bad news today. So Dogecoin knockoff Shiba Inu sheds 12% after Coinbase delays listing. So this is kind of bad news for Shiba Inu holders. The meme coins token debut on Coinbase Pro is facing a temporary delay. And hopefully it's only temporary because you know how FUD works. This right here is going to get people scared. So it could affect the price, and then Coinbase might change their mind and not list it. So we'll see what happens here. In brief, Shiba Inu is a meme coin like Dogecoin, if you didn't know. It's set to begin trading on Coinbase Pro, and I guess it had something happen, and it didn't, and it dropped the price. So the news of it being on here surged at 22%, but then the news that it is delayed dropped at 12%. What do you think that means to me? That means I should buy some more right now because you always want to buy the news and sell the listing. So if you didn't already buy before, this is your second chance. But this is not financial advice, just letting you know this is something that, I'm just thinking about and letting you, contemplate on. Always do your own research before you put money into the market. You could lose everything if you're not an experienced trader, even in trading, especially altcoins. I wouldn't say you could really lose everything in Bitcoin, but you still could lose, if it drops all the way back down to $3,000, you could lose a big chunk of money. But these you could lose 90 to 99% of your money on if you're not careful. So anybody who's getting into crypto, learn this. When the bull market is over and we're in a real bear market, these coins will drop 90 to 99%. And if you put in $100,000, you could lose $99,000. Just to let you know, be careful if you're putting a lot of money into altcoins because you could lose your house. You could lose everything. So just be careful. On Tuesday, Shiba Inu token was all set to show off its pedigree in front of Coinbase users. But after the exchange delayed an expected listing, SHIB is instead licking its wounds. Nicely worded. We are experiencing technical issues that will temporarily delay the launch of SHIB on Coinbase Pro, the exec wrote yesterday in an update to a June 15th announcement. that it would list the meme token. At this time, we are disabling deposits of SHIB. Withdrawals are still available. So that means if you already deposited your coins on Coinbase Pro, they are okay to sit there. If you want them to just wait until the listing comes up, which it seems like they're still planning on doing that, they have disabled deposits for now. So you cannot deposit anymore onto the site right now. You can still, if you already deposited them on there and you're like, oh man, I don't want to wait for the listing, or you don't trust that the listing is going to happen still, or you want to take them off to sell them, whatever your reason is. Say you bought before the 22% raise, you already put them on there, it dropped 12%, you're still 10% in the profit, you want to sell it, you can still withdraw this and sell it on whatever exchange that you bought them on originally, you know, or a different exchange that you can find. I'm sure I could look it up right now, but I'm not going to do that. You can do that if you want to. If that's your situation, go ahead. The price of SHIB duly dropped 12% in 24 hours. But like I was saying, it did raise before that. So you're still in a 10% gain right here. Look at that. So this line is actually really nice right here. It shows, kind of where we're at right now compared to where it was and where it went. So that's kind of cool. You'd still be in like 10% in the profit if you deposited, and you're worried that you're going to lose more money. This could continue to go down and you lose a big chunk of your money. I don't think that's going to happen, but with everything that happened with Dogecoin, it's like a fake out. They put it on here basically to suck up money from the retailers. That's what it's looking like to me, guys. And I'm a fairly new trader within the last year, but I learned very quickly. And I kind of see what happens, the trends, the different coins, which ones are successful on Coinbase, which ones pump real quick, before we even get the news. And then by the time you and I can buy, it's down here, or we buy up here and then it just goes down here and it never goes back up, and we're stuck like, oh, what do we do now? Do we take the loss? That's what's been happening. So I'm kind of sitting on Doge like that now. I never, like, don't get mad at me, people who like Doge. I never was a big Doge guy. I should have, because I lost out on a couple $100,000. It would have definitely changed my life. I've never had that kind of money before. And I sold my Dogecoin way too early for way too cheap when it was still at fractions of a penny. And I had a lot, several 100,000 Dogecoin. And now that would have been worth, a couple $100,000, maybe $150,000. So I bought back in now, but I don't know. Basically, in my opinion, the big money from Dogecoin is over. Shiba Inu has, did I tell you how many coins they have? A quadrillion. 1 quadrillion coins. It's just insane to have that many coins, and to think that, I think it's basically making fun of the Federal Reserve. Think of it that way. Like, this is what happens if you continually print money with reckless abandon. You end up with like a meme shitcoin. So you guys are turning our US dollar into a mean shitcoin. Like, that's what it seems like. You just keep printing and printing and printing it, and all of a sudden you have like a quadrillion $100 bills in US dollars, and it's just way too many of them. And you start freaking, just blah, 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 and it goes all the way down. I don't want that to happen for the US dollar. I hope it recovers and we do well. And Bitcoin kind of teams up. That's exactly what I wanted. Man, I was telling my stepdad, or my little brother's and sister's dad, at a barbecue, that it would be cool to see the U.S. government and the U.S. dollar go side by side with Bitcoin. And it didn't happen in the United States, but that's funny. That was before the El Salvador news. That is so really funny now that I think about that. Because now look at El Salvador. They don't have another currency besides the US dollar. And so basically it's US dollar and Bitcoin side by side working together. And they didn't think it would happen in their lifetime. So it just happened in El Salvador. So that's kind of crazy to think about. So a similar technical delay affected the rollout of Solana on Coinbase Pro as well. After being initially slated to start trading on May 24th, SOL, I like that, SOL, only just landed on the exchange within the last day, suggesting that SHIB may have to wait a while longer. So this did happen with Solana, and it's on there. It's actually on Coinbase as well. I don't let me check here because I actually saw it on there, and I'm not sure if it's trading right now. But if it is, I'm buying Solana. That is a good project, good coin. And I actually was in on an airdrop for Solana way back in the day. And that's the reason you guys should check out my content when I say up and coming cryptocurrencies, because that's how you make a lot of money on these up and coming projects. But there's so many of them out there and so many scam projects that they're hard to find. And so I'm going to put these projects that have made me a lot of money in my Patreon account. And it's going to be locked only to those users who are subscribed to my Patreon account for the monthly subscription. You are going to have these awesome coins. Like I had an airdrop in my Twitter about Solana last year when they were doing really well. And so I got a free airdrop there. And these are the kind of things that you'll see in my hidden portfolio that I don't show on my channel here, that I've never shared with you guys, because these are my secret insider trading tips that I only share with a few select people. And so if you want that content, go ahead and join my Patreon. It's in the description below. You can also, support the channel with the Patreon, or you can, if you're using the Brave browser, you can support the channel by doing that. You come up here into here and you can see Decrypt is a Brave verified creator. Now, if we go to my YouTube account right here, you can also go up here and see Bitcoin Renegade is a verified. Hold on, let me stop this. You go up here and you see the check mark up here. That means I'm a Brave verified creator. And that means you can tip me in BAT to support the channel. So if you see content you like, especially in my Patreon, that really helps you out to, make a lot of money on these up and coming coins. There's a cool medical coin that I'd like to talk to you guys about. That's kind of secret, hush hush. No, I'm just kidding. But it will be in my Patreon. There's a few other coins that only I will show you in there. But here's another way to support the channel right here. If you have Batcoin, you can tip here. You can do a monthly contribution or a one-time tip. But this just shows you that I'm verified through Brave, and you can do it through there. Or if you want to use the links below in the description, like I was telling you for Coinbase, you can get money on Coinbase Earn. And if you want to show some love, and you got, money from this, I don't get anything if you watch these videos, and the channel doesn't. So I'm doing this just to help you guys make some free money. And so if you appreciate that with the giveaways as well, this is all coming out of my pocket, the giveaways. So if you guys want to help foot the bill for these giveaways, to people, then you can also do that either the three ways that I told you, either by joining my Patreon, going to Bitcoin Renegades YouTube channel, and supporting the channel through the Brave browser, or just using my links with these. And yeah, so let's go into the next news. And I know you guys are tired of whiny billionaires, just like the rest of us are. Like, okay, you lost the money, but I mean, do you need to sell one of your Bentleys to recoup it? Or, I mean, you got to sell one of your vacation homes? I mean, am I supposed to feel sorry for you? Yeah, I'm sorry you lost money. It's not good that anybody loses money in crypto. Even billionaires, I don't want you guys losing money in crypto. But okay, Some of us are struggling here. I basically lost my job because somebody stole my catalytic converter off of my car, and now I can't go to work. So there's that. I'm going to get that figured out in the next few days to week, though. But yeah, some of us have real problems, Mr. Cuban. But anyway, last night, billionaire investor Mark Cuban said he was hit by the sudden collapse of a cryptocurrency called Titan. I will have to call him back. Cryptocurrency called Titan. The token shed nearly 100% of its value over the course of a few hours. Now, after losing what he characterizes as a small percentage of his portfolio, he's called for increased regulation around stablecoins, a subgroup of cryptocurrencies meant to hold a stable value tied to a particular fiat currency. So I basically lost my train of thought with that phone call, but so he had this cryptocurrency. I guess it was a DeFi coin called Titan. And remember, I was telling you guys just a little bit ago that you could lose 90 to 99% of your altcoin's value. Well, only almost 100% of this is gone now in a few hours. And this cryptocurrency crashed. I don't even know what it is, Titan. That's why I'm very leery about these coins. And in the Patreon with the coins that I'm gonna tell you about that are up and coming, the good ones, because even if you look at my Twitter, you won't know the good ones because I just put all of them on there, because that's kind of one of the conditions to find these coins, the good ones. So there's a lot mixed in there that are bad as well. So if you see projects on my Twitter, not all of them are verified. So don't think that I am backing them if they're on my Twitter. I am learning to see if they are good projects or not. So the only way that you'll know which ones out of all of those on my Twitter is to unlock the Patreon, and they are going to be in there. But one piece of advice, if you are doing that, you need to get in and out really quick. These new up and coming coins, you want to get in at a cheap price. And when the price goes up, do not be afraid to sell. You want to wait for the project to do good, because normally you do basically have a kind of confidentiality like thing saying that you won't sell, before the project, gets up and running, especially if it's an airdrop, you're getting airdrop these coins before you purchase, then you will have to say you won't sell them. But once you buy them, you should be able to sell it at any time. So if they're trying to tell you, well, you can't sell it, if you bought the coin, you can sell the coin. Um, there is a coin that I will tell you that is really bad in my Patreon as well. When I make the video, I'm going to tell you about that coin. I spent about $40 on that coin, and they have done absolutely nothing. There's very few projects that I spend money on, and if I do, it's not a whole lot of money at the beginning until I can see if it's profitable. I probably would have spent a lot more money with this company if they had kept bringing out their product and their project and stayed with the white paper footprint that they had planned on doing. And they ended up partnering or actually selling part of their company to another one. I don't want to get into it, but they did a lot of shady stuff that I don't believe in. And the coin is worth absolutely zero right now. It still doesn't have a value. So I will let you know about that coin and to stay away from it. And in the future, if it does take off, because I'm still going to hold the coin. I mean, I'm stuck with it now. So I'm stuck with a couple different wallets full of the stuff, because I bought it and I got the airdrop, but it's been basically doing nothing for the last year or so. So be careful of these coins, and if you do decide to get into some of these projects, get out as quick as possible. If you made 4 or 5, even 10x, get out. Don't wait for the 100,000x gains unless you see the project. That's going to be a judgment call. You could lose everything, though, if you don't get out at the right time. And so even with the graph, I was pushing the graph, but I told you guys when it went up there to sell. So if you stayed in the GERT and it went down to 60 cents, that isn't my fault. And I'm sorry that happened to you. I told everybody when to sell and what time it was going to sell. So uh, just letting you know. And I need for you to not pay any attention to that Bybit crap. Look, they tried to sneak a little ad in there for you. Look at this guy. So serious. The only time I ever seen him smile is when he did the interview with that little 3-year-old Lily. He actually smiled, but he normally has this stone cold gladiator look. So from a 1 trillion asset to a 100 trillion asset network. Everything we learned about the Bitcoin Mining Council from Michael Saylor's Twitter Spaces. So the main discussion focuses on the latest from the Bitcoin Mining Council. Yesterday, MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor hosted a 90-minute discussion, via Twitter Spaces that featured many pointed questions. NLW argues that what's clear from the session is Saylor is focused on scaling Bitcoin from a $1 trillion asset to a $100 trillion network and fighting anything that stands in the way. Michael Saylor, that has nothing to do with that. So that's basically it in a nutshell right there. That's all I wanted to tell you guys right here. The main discussion from the Bitcoin Mining Council. So they had a 90-minute discussion on Twitter. And if you want to check that out, I'm sure you can find it in Michael Saylor's Twitter account. I don't know why they don't have a little post of it right here, but that's okay. I just think that's awesome. The Bitcoin Mining Council is working on, making Bitcoin greener, 50% less harming to the environment, and that is awesome. My pastor and a lot of us, don't really think that climate change is a lot more than political agenda. I do care about the world and the environment, so just in case it is a thing, we will, do our part to keep the world as green as possible. Which is funny because somebody just stole my catalytic converter, and now my car is like literally a driving, climate death trap. And I'd get pulled over for driving it, and it's really, really loud. As soon as I started it up, I knew something was wrong. I actually thought there was a potato in my muffler. That's what it sounded like to me. So the very first thing, I was getting a jump because my battery had died. Yeah, I had a lot of bad things happen in a row. Remember I told you I thought I had a blood clot. Luckily it wasn't. Then my car wouldn't start to get me to the emergency room. Then the next day I went out there and I took my jumper cables down to the main road and found somebody to give me a jump. I ran up the hill. And then when I first started it, it made a crazy loud sound, and I thought my car was going to blow up because I didn't know the catalytic converter was stolen yet. So I thought there was like a potato in the muffler or something. So I shut it off real quick and went back there. There was nothing in the muffler. And the guy who was giving me a jump is like, dude, it's probably your catalytic converter. And I didn't even know there was a string of thefts in the area. And somebody actually tied somebody to the back of their truck and drugged them or something. I don't know the situation. Someone did something crazy to somebody who had done to them, caught him in the act. But this guy, he's like, yeah. So I look under there, and sure enough, they cut it off. And so, yeah, they took my catalytic converter. And so now my car is a literal smog machine. So I'm going to have to figure that out now. And yeah. So we're all trying to make the environment better, and there's thieves out there trying to make it worse, and that don't care about anybody. The crazy thing is, if that person was that hard up, I probably would have went out of my way to help them out, they didn't have to steal the catalytic converter off of my car. Like, I'm the type of person, if you're really struggling and down on your luck, I'm going to do everything in my power to help you. You know, I'm not saying I do that for every single person, but there's certain situations, if God, puts it on my heart to do, then I will. So, all right, that being said, you know what time it is. Goodbye and good Bitcoin. Bang!